Did I put that signal on the wrong track? Or did I just forget to demolish it? G'day everyone, it's T-Nick back here again in Transport Fever. Don't mind me, I'm just watching the trains go by while trying to remember what exactly happened last week. It has been a little while since I recorded an episode. So for you it's only been a week, for me it's been... 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 days? 9 days? No, probably longer than that. I don't know. But it does occur to me that I've put this signal on the wrong track because, as you can see, all of the trains like to keep right, as is their, well, programming. And some doofus put a signal on the wrong track. So let's just make that go away. Bye, and we're going to have a bit of argy-bargy here as the plastic train and one of our oil/fuel/crude oil trains decides to approach the junction. Looks like the plastic train has got the go-ahead. And he is completely empty because he has not realised he can take goods back. That's okay. What are you carrying? You're carrying some oil. That's good. You're going to make some money. Anyway, last time we built some various things that brought us... Let's just get rid of all those negative flashes that come up because they annoy the stuffing out of me. We built a variety of things and stuff and doodads to bring plastic and planks down to this here factory, otherwise known as Boston Goods Factory Number 2. I could make a poo joke, but I'm above that. So we got that going, and hopefully that is going to start seeing a return in this part here. We do have a few logs. We have quite a few logs waiting for us at this station here. Where is Larry the log train? That's right, I've already started naming things. Are you a log train? No, you're a passenger train. The log train is over here somewhere, right? There's some planks there, but no logs. Or log train. Wait, there he is. Hello. So what's your capacity? You have a capacity of 42 plus 49. What's that? That's 80. That's like 91, I want to say. That's a number. People use numbers. And we have 177 waiting. So our first priority should probably be to make some money and get a second log train on this route here. As well as also duplicating this track because, well, that's not terribly efficient. And, oh look, here comes a passenger train. Let's just hang out here and make some money while that happens. The passenger train was coming towards us. Oh, yes, it was. Thank God for that. Yeah, I figured this is a nice distraction while I pay the loan down. Boop. Wow, this happens way slower than expected. And someone's got some chickens. That train's looking a bit tired, isn't it? How old are you? You're starting to get on in the years, are you? You are 16 years old. Yes, okay. So we, in the not too distant future, we're going to have to start replacing some of these older trains. But I'm quite fond of how this junction's playing out so far. Eventually, we're going to be adding more tracks in between, what's this place? Tucson and Boston. But for now, yeah, we're fine with double track there. So, okay, so what are we in? We're in July. I might just jump ahead to the end of the year, pay the loan down a bit on the way, and we'll see if we can't get a second log train with the extended loan at the start of next year. So I'll see you in about, 4 months. Well, here we find ourselves in January 1876. So we have the finances available now. As you can see, we've paid the loan down completely, so we can re-borrow that back up again and get a second log train going. However, while I was waiting for things to happen, I thought, well, how wonderful was it last episode that we did all the building and we got the goods trains going and everything's going so nicely, and I should bugger it all up. Because I just noticed we have another factory up here, just, what is that, south? South of Rockford. Now, that factory being a factory, it accepts planks, plastic, and steel. I know, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the same thing we did last episode. Except it's arguably more convenient for us, because look at this, we've already got the logs going down to become planks here. So why not run the planks back up through here to unload up here, and then come back down to logs? That will make that whole route far more profitable. Now, of course, that does leave this factory down here in the lurch a bit. So I was thinking, why not just shut the whole damn thing down and produce plastic here, because we've got the refinery and we've got the oil here, and we can just go boobly boobly boo back and forth there as a new route. So that is something I want to investigate in the not too distant future. In fact, we might be able to get it going as a supplementary sort of route on top of this one here, and then when we've got it going, we can stop using this factory and just start shipping everything up to this factory up here. So that is something on the cards, but to fund that, for starters, I'm going to get that second log train like I promised. Where is the... Actually, we don't need to find the first log train, we just need to find the line. Logs planks rather, from Rockford, I want to say, to Boston, which I'm assuming is Boston. So we would like to collect another Baldwin, please. Just over 500,000, that'll do. Obviously, we'll need to borrow up a bit for the wagons. What are we looking at? We're looking at 158, I think. Wow, that actually fit in perfectly with enough to spare for... I've closed the window. I want train 16, please. Hello. I would like you to go out on the logs planks route, please. Off you go. Go forth. He has a capacity of 98, so obviously the 91 capacity train has one less wagon, I'm going to assume. Yeah, you chuff out of that station there. You're going to Rockford West, which I'm assuming is the log terminal. It is. Good. Well, while he is off making us some money, I'm going to set about connecting up the other end of this siding. Let's just bring it down. How's that going to look? It's a bit of a hump there. It's not too bad. I think that's okay. Look, we've built some track this episode. And we've immediately built the wrong track, because I built the stupid rusty track that I had for when I closed down lines. That's autosave being a jerk. Okay, let's just demolish that and start again. Yep, we want the good track, and we want it to come down to about, let's say there. Is that roughly where we had it for? That's probably closer. 13 grand. Okay, well that was money we didn't need to spend. Now this platform over here we will eventually be duplicating as the line heads towards Mesquite and Nashville. So we may as well go ahead and increase that station now. Now we're going to want to have a couple of through tracks for the freight trains, because we're going to have a bit of freight running through here. So if we go to 2 platforms, and then we swing... Oh, we've run out of money. Good for us. Let's have a couple of transit tracks in there. What's that? That changes the budget by... Wow, 5 grand. That's basically nothing. So that is something I'm quite happy to do. Now, we will obviously need to bring this track down and through here for now. We'll have to rejig this station when we bring this second platform online, of course. But for now, it's fine to just keep on that way. Now, bring the contour lines back up again, please. Oh, look, we have the ability to make planks over here. That would have been useful. Oh, we also have a steel mill over here, so we might not actually need to divert the plastic. We might just sort of stop the plastic and swap over to steel at some point, because that is arguably convenient with the iron ore mine there. Another steel mill down there. We have brickworks down there for the inevitable slag that comes out of there. So all we need is some sort of... Oh, we have another steel mill here. All we need is some sort of coal mine in the vicinity. I think we had one over here. See, look, this is all coming together. We're going to outdo last episode. I make it my pledge right now. We are going to outdo last episode by getting another source of goods going, and then, you know, we'll bugger off the first source of goods, thus invalidating the last episode. But you know what? No, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Building track. Look at this. Woo! Actually, no. Remember the rule. Road, go away. Build track. Road, go back. See, I'm smart, Man, could you just play ball once? No, just, okay? I was having a moment. I was looking cool in front of the viewers. They were all like, man, that T-Nick, he's got it going on. You know, people want to be him, and you had to go and do that. I'm waving my hands around. I feel like a goose. But yeah, we are going to put last episode to shame by getting a second stream of goods going, and I'm way more enthusiastic about this than I should be. What's that going to do? That's going to put a big old chunk out of the landscape. Well, if we are going to head towards Mesquite anyway, there's probably no harm in curving around this hill, although that's quite a grade there. What if we go to the other side? That's 100 grand to get through there. It's not cheap. Is there maybe if we sort of backtrack a little bit, just a squidge, and we try and go around that hill a bit wider? Is that going to be better? It's going to be slightly cheaper, but I get the feeling we're still out of pocket because of the demolishing and the rebuilding and the toing and froing. So I don't know if that's really a victory or not, or a defeat. Oh, steel mill down there as well. Get steel mills bloody everywhere. Do we have any more iron ore? We got coal and iron ore up there, and the steel mill there. So that's arguably convenient. I'm just trying to think how we're going to build this railway line up to the factory without interfering with that operation. We do have the coal over here, and we have iron ore over here. Okay, so we don't have to worry about this stuff over here just yet, although It is a lot closer. We will just keep it. Apparently we're going downhill. I'd like to keep it on the flat, please. Oh, because there's a little bump in the landscape there. Or, sorry, a lack of a bump. A reverse bump. What would you call a reverse bump in the landscape? Like an anti-hill. Valley. That's what you call it. Yep. I'm a wordsmith who's good at talking. Yeah. Now, where is the entrance to this factory? It's all the way around the side here. That is rather inconvenient, because if we build a small country road, maybe we can get it down to the level we want it to. Basically, I don't want the track to have to climb up this high. So let's talk freight stations. Now, that's quite happily going to connect up with the factory, but it's also going to put our tracks quite high. Now, if we do that, looking at the contour lines, I don't know. We might need a bit of a grade to climb up there. Oh, where's the lowest point we can put it? Sort of down here. I don't think we can get the road to connect up right how we want it. So if we put the road like that, it will actually connect. It's still a bit high off the ground though. I sort of want it down here. So if we know it's going to connect, we can demolish the road. We can put it down as low as we want. Let's just squidge that around like that. Yeah, because we're gonna have steel coming in from that direction and the planks coming in from this direction. So we put it down as low as we need, and then we connect the road up, and all should be potato and gravy. No? Are you serious? You're not shitting me. You are legitimately not in range of that factory. What if we move you there? Will you play ball now? Yes, okay, good. That was a bit of waste of money, but I'm still committed to our goal to outdo last episode. So bugger that road off. I'm sure it's not important. No warnings. No, that's right. And connect that up. What's that going to do? That's not an unsubstantial. It's not a small grade, but it's not too bad. We can work with it. We are flexible. Can we connect that over the top? Yes, and it looks hideous. I should not come to expect any better. Yeah, okay, you're going to be ugly no matter what. That's just how life goes, I guess. Now, is that going to be... You know what? That's fine. That's a thing. Why did I build it with one track when we clearly need at least two to start with? Just going to let the money flow out the window. Oh, at least our... I'm assuming the log train is paying dividends because, well, the money's ticking back up. What are you? You're a log train. You're the log train. How are you doing? Okay, so far you're just making a loss. Good for you. Well, shouldn't have asked. Ignorance is bliss, etc., etc. But yeah, so eventually we will tweak that log train to come back in through here. Actually, instead of talking about it, I should actually set the track up. So this is a bi-directional station. Although we probably don't need a second platform, because if we're going to cut off this factory down here, we can just turn it into a terminus. So no, that's fine. Oh, that's right. I have a metric shit ton, and that is a word that I'm gonna go with. It's a legitimate unit of measurement. We have a lot of road vehicles that need replacing, so stand by while I take care of that, because you do not want to see that, unless you do, in which case, well, no, it's going to be boring. I will jump forward, but yeah, basically I'm just going to upgrade them to whatever the latest road vehicle is, and life will be good. So I will see you in a tick. Right, that should be all the road vehicles sorted out. I hope we can get back to what we were doing. So yeah, we're going to have planks coming in here. That itself, not a problem. That's probably the easiest part of the process. Now, the next thing we want to do is run coal and iron ore into one of these steel mills here, the slag down here, and then construction materials off to a town as well. We can also use that steel to produce tools or machines at a machine shop. So we've really got some options here. Or we can produce plastic down here and send the plastic up here. I'm leaning towards the plastic part, even though we've already done that before, because we can double up. We can run the goods trains down here to service Columbia. And it is on the existing railway line. However, it's not the most direct route. So we'll probably go with plastics to start with. The only trick will be getting the oil from the refinery here over to here. Unless we try and bring the oil up from here. How would we go about that? We'd have to put in some sort of junction up here. But I think that'd be doable. What do we got? We currently have the trains going through non-stop. That'll obviously, well, stop. No, let's go fresh. Let's go with the fresh train. Fresh line. In fact, we can probably tap into this coal mine using the same tracks. We're going to have oil train come down here and take oil and fuel up here, and then we'll run the fuel into Columbia as well. So we will need a platform here. We'll go with the through station. We will make the street nice and short, please. Good God, they've added some things. Underground track depth. Why would I want underground tracks at a freight? No, ignorance is bliss. Don't need to know. Don't need to know. I want to change the length of the street approaching the station. Where is that option? There's the street size. There's the platform space and station design. We might be here a while. Yeah, we're struggling. Here it is. Max street length. It's right in front of me the whole time. So basically, we can quite easily put a station here. That's not a problem. So we're going to need, and I'm counting on my fingers here. I make no shame in that at all. Well, there's some shame because I can't count. 1, we need a track for the oil train coming in with the oil and the fuel. 2, we need a track for the goods train coming in to pick up the plastics. And, okay, well, 1 to 2 really wasn't that many things to count on my hands. So, well, here we are. Now, how far away can I get you to build and still catch that thing? Because I want to get it sort of closer to the main line if I can, to distract people from my abominable counting earlier. So we can really put you sort of right there, and you're gonna be fine. I don't see a problem with that. Boom, make it happen. Is it roughly the same length? Sorry, not the same length, the same height as the track. It is at one end, just not at this end. So that's going to be embarrassing for the plastics train. He's going to have to really climb up to the main line there. But this end here lines up quite nicely, so that's all right. That's good. That's 50% of the train's happy. So bring some track down here, please. No, bring it. There we go. No, that's crossing over. No, okay. Branch off there and come up here. What's that do? Apart from making life really difficult for this particular tree here, that looks all right. How's the junction look? It's about 70 k's an hour. Doesn't look janky. It looks good. In fact, we've committed. We're fine with it. I'm very happy with that. So connect up the other track just for the ease of getting trains to and from the depot. We'll say 55. That'll do. And that is equally. Again, there's a bit of a hump coming in here, but I'm okay with it. I think it's going to be one of those things we just deal with. Now, if you could also connect up, whoa, that's quite a steep grade. Good for you. You do you. Hopefully, we can get a set of points in there. Just again, just in case. It's not too bad. How's it look coming out of the platform? Wow, that's a definite hill. That's a big old hill there. So bring him up there. Come into the cutting and just woof. We're going to need some head end power for this train. I'm not going to second guess my decision to do this. However, I'm going to question why there's a hump there, though, because that's kind of pointless. I zoomed out way more than I needed to. Let's try and simplify things a little bit. Not very much. That was probably not a good use of money. But yeah, the track rises to meet it. It doesn't go downhill afterwards, does it? Can we zoom? Can we have a bit of fiddle around with the camera? No, that looks okay. That looks reasonably straight. So yeah, we are going to need a bit of head-end power to get the plastics train out of that yard there. But beyond that, we should be all right. Oh, wow, we can smash that loan pretty much all the way down, which is good because we are into the second half of the year. So we'll throw down a couple of signals just for argument's sake. I said... oh, we're out of money. Okay, well, just re-extend the loan again. Re-extend? Is that really a word? Just take the loan back? I just cancel the payment of it? No, never mind. Pay it back. That's fine. Cool. We're cool. We got this. So that's fine. That's good. Now we need to set up a station down here at the refinery. That's going to be a bit more challenging. Actually, no, it's probably not, because the main obstacle here is this road, because we can run the line down like this as a freight line and then connect it up there. So that's actually not as much of an issue as I expected. We'll only need one train for this. It's at 100 grand. We should have that momentarily. I'll just hit the fast forward button until we get it. Fast forward music. Wow, we are making profit very slowly when our trains aren't unloading, aren't we? There we go. That's done it. That's done it nicely. So we'll drop him in there. And we will connect that street up like that. And that connects up nicely. Now, as I said, we will need to bugger this road off. And I bet it's whinging. Yeah, it's whinging. It's definitely having a bit of a fuss. But that's okay, because we're going to rebuild the road now that we've built our track. Is it going to bugger up the track? I don't think so. I didn't think so, and I think it sort of did on this side, so I'm going to once again demolish and rebuild some track, because I'm picky like that. That looks a bit better. There we go. That's good. That's good. That's good. Oh, we need a second track. Oh, no, we're just out of money. There we go. Just correct that. Oh, we're really out of money. Wow, that's a definite hole in the old budget there. We'll put a second track in just so the coal train can go around the oil train while it's stopped at the station. And we'll throw a nice little set of points in there. That's not actually connected to the main line either, doofus. Well done. Good work. Yep. Continuing the strong, proud tradition of amateur hour in TNIC Enterprise Limited Constructions. Whatever it's called. No, we'll build the track from this side. Let's get those contour lines back so we can see which way we're going. That doesn't look too bad. We're heading in the direction of the coal mine. Connect that up like that. Does that look okay? That looks fine. That's fine. Stop obsessing and build some more track. These people didn't come in to watch you obsess over every minor detail. And if you did, thank you. It really makes me feel good to know that people care. So a coal siding, please. We'll build it as a open-ended siding here, just in case we ever need this station for anything in the future. But I imagine we'll leave the buffer stop there. So, wow, I set myself up for one heckin' curve there, didn't I? Ooh, hello. And same deal as the oil refinery. We will again put a bypass track in to get around it. That's a bit of a bodgy-looking junction, but life goes on. See, isn't it funny? I get all perfectionisty with the roads, and yeah, I really couldn't give a damn about that junction, which is utterly hideous. Looks like a decent grade to get up here, but it shouldn't be too hard, because it will be an empty train. Main connection interrupted. Cry me a bloody river. I don't care. Let's keep it on the flat as much as possible, and start going uphill there. Good. And we can connect that up, I trust. That's not going to bodgy up my level crossing, is it? No, again, it kind of did, so I'm going to fix it up. Oh, no, actually, no, it didn't, really. I don't think... No, I'm not going to get any better than that, so that was a complete waste of money. So we'll just leave well alone, and we'll learn our lesson. Now, where's the road? The road is on this side, so I'm thinking the station can go here. And look at me flying by the seat of my pants, building track without having got a station already built. We can put the station on a hill, I think. God, there we go. Station slope degrees. Is that the right way or the wrong way? What's that way? There we go. We can put the station on a hill to minimise the actual landscaping required. God, this is a good mod. The only thing being a little graphical whoopsie-doodle there. That's a big whoopsie-doodle there. Actually, I don't know why the track's janked out like that. So let's just try and fix that, because I don't really like that. I like it being on the hill. No, it's still there a bit. Let's try 2. There we go. That's all right. So, no, it's not all right. It's still busted. Oh, okay, no, I think we can live with that. It's just a bit of dirt on the platform. But yeah, isn't that handy? It saves a bit of landscaping and saves having this big hill right at the end to come up, because that's just following the normal grade. Yeah, that's all right. And we can even wait at the station for our oil train to arrive and watch our passenger trains chuff back and forth. Yay. That's assuming we have enough money for an oil train. Yeah, cool. So we have that running. That will be fine. That's good. We've got the coal. We'll need to take the coal somewhere, of course. So it's all good and well to have the coal, but where are we going to take it to? Which steel mill are we going to use? One of these two? Or do we want to take it all the way over to Mesquite? Is there a brickworks within spitting distance of Mesquite? There isn't really, so we can then bring the slag back up the hill. We need to get it over to one of these brickworks. Well, short term we don't need to do anything with the slag, but longer term I would like to turn it into construction materials. So that's fine. We'll send the coal off to Mesquite, because that'll also let us connect Rockford and Mesquite up and extend our passenger line. I'm sure this is something I planned ahead for. Didn't really. Just winging it completely, unlike the meticulously planned out episode last time. I don't know. It was probably no planning whatsoever. But now that everything's connected up there, we may as well start running the oil down here to turn into fuel at least, because we can unload the fuel over here and run it into Colombia by truck. So I will set up a truck station over here. And eventually this will also be able to ship goods into Colombia as well. So where's our commercial district? It's up the top end of town. This is the top end of town or the bottom of town, I don't know. It's definitely an end of town that is at a height that we are aware of. So if I put that in, I demolish one building, but I should be able to connect up to, let's go medium. Should be able to connect up to pretty much the whole commercial. Okay, that part of the commercial anyway. It doesn't give us access to the industrial area, but that's not in itself a problem because we're going to be shipping. It is a problem because we're initially shipping fuel. Amateur hour. Told you. Amateur hour. Okay, let's put a second truck stop down that canvasses the industrial area, and that even gets part of the commercial area as well. So that's good. We can have two different truck routes going down there. One for purely goods and one for, I'm assuming, fuel and goods, because, well, that's probably where I should have put it to begin with, because it would have been a lot cheaper. In fact, let's get rid of the first one and pretend it never happened. Yeah, that was a good use of our money. Go me. Doesn't it make you feel good? We will get a depot there, and we will set up a new line. We will call this one, well, we'll set it up first, but then we will call it, as per the naming conventions, which I have invented, and it is something about deliveries. It would be Colombia. Okay, that doesn't look right. Colombia would help if I used all of the letters we'd need. Deliveries. Oh. Boop. If you could please full load at Upper Colombia, which I'm assuming is the upper part of the town. So that would be the bottom end of town. Haha! Yeah. Oh, hello. We've got a steam tram available, and we also don't have enough money to buy anything. How about that? Oh, good. It's the end of the year, so we only paid $5,000 in interest. Seriously, even though I'm just winging it, everything is going according to plan. I don't understand how. So we will set you on Colombia deliveries, which is good because that means once they start running the fuel train, once we build it, where's the depot? There's a depot over here. We'll use that depot. We'll set the line up first. Because the fuel train we'll need to borrow money for, and we can do that at the start of the year, so we have the best chance of paying it off. So if we could run you down like that, you don't need to stop in there on the way back, you just go up there. So we will call you... Okay, where's it coming from? It's coming from Gainesville. Now, Gainesville had a... Yes, it's called Gain. So this is crude / oil / fuel from Gain to... Have we abbreviated anything for Colombia? I don't think we have. Oh, we get to come up with a new abbreviation. Isn't that exciting? Pretend you're excited for me. That doesn't look right. What about... No, it just looks like climb. We need to sort of column. No, that looks like climber. Let's try colm. No, that doesn't look right either. Wow, who would have thought the hardest part of this episode would be coming out for an abbreviation for Colombia? Clum. You know what? I'm going to go with it because it sounds stupid. Gain to clum. Clum. So if you could please full load at Gainesville North with oil. Columbia Central, you can do whatever that comes naturally. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot to connect it up to the street network, apparently. There we go. Whew, that was a scary moment. I thought, it's not going to work. And somehow we accidentally closed the depot. Whoops. Now, we obviously don't have to borrow as much as I thought we did. That's a nice surprise. So if we get a heckin' big oil train going, that'd be fit. No, okay. Heckin' big oil train going. No, that's not 160. That's the length of the station, and we borrow just enough the second time around. So you can go on crude oil fuel, Gain to Clum. Clum. That's good. That's good. The second piece of the puzzle is in place. So what else do we need? We need a plastics train. Well, we have a plastics train. We just need to divert it. So I think we're in a position to start moving production over here now that I think of it. Am I thinking of everything? You know what? Let's just go with it because if it doesn't work, well, it's going to be hilarious for you, the viewer. Not so hilarious for me, the transport magnate, because... wow, those two tracks don't connect at all over there. That's kind of cool. That was completely accidental. We need to start redirecting some stuff and just pray our finances don't take too much of a hit, and then we'll have to close down Boston Goods Factory number 2. So, logs, planks, Rock to Boston. So we need to keep you going from Rockford West, that's fine, to Tucson Annex, that's fine. Except instead of going to Lower Boston, I'm going to add the station in so we don't disrupt our existing trains to Rockford South, please. Okay, so where are the trains on that route? Train 13 and 16. So you are having a merry old time hauling planks to Lower Boston. So we obviously just got in a little too late for you. And you are trying to go to Rockford West. Which one was Rockford West again? Was that... Oh, that's the one where you pick up the logs from. That's okay. You're good. Train 16 is golden. What are you even waiting for? Oh, passenger train. Duh. The other trains use this track too. So that's good. So eventually, once this chappy here finishes doing his thing... in fact, what happens if we... Let's just explore something here. Like, let's experiment a bit by getting rid of Lower Boston and see what happens to him. Okay, turn around. What do you want to do? Are you going to be quite happy to go back to Rockford West? Is the problem this is a one-way signal? That's not what I wanted you to do. And now you've lost all of your everything. Okay, well clearly that was a whoopsie, but yay! It's moving. Oh, please don't go down and bugger things up down here. Where are you even going? Oh, you're coming out of the signal here. That should be okay. We also need to redirect our plastics train. So where is our plastics train? He is going to be somewhere on this route. There he is. Hello. Well, you're actually carrying a goodly amount of plastic now. I feel bad for throwing off your game. So we'll put a new line down for this chap. We'll put him in there. That is a god-awful colour, but we're going to run with it. It occurs to me that all trains are going through here. I knew I wouldn't have thought of something. So Columbia sidings, we don't need you to full load because you should hopefully be running loaded in both directions. So we'll call you plastic / goods. What do we call it? Clum? Yeah, Clum is fun. Clum to Rock, I'm pretty sure Rockford is. So that's fine. Plastic goods. Once you unload, and I'm pointing at the screen, I realise the fallacy of that. Once you have unloaded, we will then redirect you onto plastic goods, Clum to Rock. And hopefully you can get... Let's just close all this stuff down. Hopefully you can get back... Oh, yes, because I built this completely pointless junction here. So you can then get back on this line and go to where you need to go. Yes, I knew that junction wasn't a waste of time. And he won't have any argy-bargy with any log trains either because, well, they're not going to be coming down here anymore. So that is fine. Ooh, the finances have taken a bit of a dive, though. That's not good. April Fools! Why haven't they gone back up again? Okay. Good stuff. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. We've got the oil train going already, don't we? Yes, good. There's some oil waiting up there, so that's good. So the oil will hopefully start making some money vis-a-vis fuel. Is that the oil train? No, it's a log train. Where is the oil train at? I can see there's oil waiting for him, so he must be somewhere. Okay, let's just figure out where the oil train is too. I just want to make sure he's going the right way. He's still at the depot, he never left. Good stuff. Well, at least oil is waiting for him. So once he does start running, hopefully he should be in a position to make some of the money we've lost back. How are you going? You're now on the double track section. It's going to be a shame to rip all this out again after only, one episode, but yeah, I like this new solution better. So, you know. Plus, we can then have a goods train coming down to some sort of terminal down here and continue roading it into Boston anyway. Because I do want to have the goods delivering into Boston because Boston is our spiritual hometown here. So once you unload and get us that sweet, sweet Kazash, cha-ching, thank you. You are now on plastic goods, Clum to Rock. Off you go. You know where you're going? Good, you're fine. Excellent. We'll also need to shut this line down here, unfortunately. So how do we do that? We go to Boston Goods Deliveries, go to Depot, and just get sold, please. And we'll just wind that line up. Let's just go with the eyeball, please. What lines do we have here? We need to delete that one and delete that one. Good. Okay, so we'll also need to start backtracking on this section over here. So Orange Goods Deliveries, we're gonna have to wind that up. Let's just make sure we get the right one. You guys will go to the depot and get sold. And we'll delete that line. And the crude fuel train, which we never bothered to rename. Oh, we extended it up to Urung. We'll need to scale back to its pre-expansion levels. So which platform is best for you to come in on to be able to go back again? Oh, we're going to have to rejig this junction again, aren't we? Core blimey. We've really made a mess out of this, haven't we? Or do we? No, because you're going to have to get from the station over there. Right, okay. Didn't think this all the way through, but we can save it. We can save it. We can save it. It's all going to be fine. Autosave's doing its thing, so if we bugger it up, you know, we're still going to have to live with it. Is anything using that through track there? Yes, a train is. Okay, that complicates things slightly. So if we can bring things up the way they used to go and just, I guess, cross over down here. Is that going to look all right? Yeah, I want to say yes. We're going to want to get rid of Orange West and second Boston East, and you're going to want to go through platform 1. Okay, so you can't go from Boston West. Okay, let's figure out where everything is. So that is Boston West. So you can't get from there. Why not? Why can't you run down here? What's wrong with that track? Boston West to Boston East. Why can't you? You were running fine down this track before when you wanted to go to platform 3. So why no one way there? Oh, there's probably a one-way signal up here somewhere. Let's say, yes, there it is. There's the culprit. Let's just fix that right up there. And all is once again well. So that's fine there. We've got a redundant sort of platform here that we can use in the future. We can pay the loan down a bit. That's good. Good, so that should have fixed up our crude and fuel, and we'll just change it back to Boston. I could probably just call it Boston because we now have room in the text box, but I don't want to. So this over here should all be wrapped up, so we can start demolishing things. Yes, nothing is trying to use it anymore, except we don't have the money to demolish it, and something's complaining. What's wrong with train 12? Oh, that's right, because I sort of interrupted you. Whoops-a-daisy. Well, we'll just take that money back in the loan. We'll put in a quick crossover here, and now you've broken. There you go. Okay, go backwards. Thank you. What's complaining now? Orange Chemical Plant. No one cares. We're done with Orange Chemical Plant. Why have you stopped now? What's your waiting for free path? Oh, is there something overtaking you? Oh, it's the other oil train. Well, he knows where he's going. But that's good. That's good. The oil trains are now back on track. Back on, because they're on track. No, okay, that's fine. I should just give up on the old jokes there. You people don't appreciate me. So once this guy clears the section, this chap here should use these temporary crossovers. Yeah, it's just Orange Chemical Plant. Well, we don't have to worry about Orange Chemical Plant anymore because we are demolishing our stations. And hopefully that gives the game the message that we are not interested in the Orange Chemical Plant anymore. And I will just leave a little bit down at the junction here. No, I didn't want to put waypoints down. I wanted to upgrade. Oh, that's the magic wand. Why is that going to upgrade the main line? I don't want to upgrade the main line. I just want to do the branch. Is that going to... Yeah, see, now we got this nice little rusty... You can't really tell. But it just looks a bit rustier. Just take my word for it. We've got this rusty little branch line there. Because, you know, we don't use it anymore. And you're crossing over just fine. Thank you very much. And we'll smash aside that crossover there. So we've got a lot of redundant track now we don't need, which we'll have to address further on down the line, so to speak. But I'm hoping we've now consolidated our profits here, because this oil to fuel should be doing quite well for itself. How's Boston on 88%? We might have to find another fuel customer to avoid oversaturating Boston with... Oh, no, not again with the bloody road vehicles. What are you whinging about? Road vehicle 28, where are you? You should be up near the top. Yeah, okay, we'll just have a quick correct of you. Replacement, what are you? You're some sort of bus. Vehicles? Okay. Why did I say bus? Because there's a bus there. You're actually trucks. So we want you to be the American horse cart. And we'll just replace them all for money we don't have. Yeah. That's basically how things go here. Thank you. Did that replace? That all went Yes, okay, so we've already done it. That's fine. Pay that down. Now, hopefully everything is now bedding in up here. We have a customer for the goods. We'll actually need to bring some of the goods into Rockford as well. I'm wondering if we don't just do that by road vehicle to save having a separate freight terminal here. Although if we do, we can obviously move a lot more goods in. What's the road situation like? It's actually reasonably direct. We could just get away with running trucks into Rockford. Although the commercial area is basically non-existent and it's very spread out, so I won't even bother. We'll just run all the goods into Columbia because Columbia I'm okay with. I think Columbia deserves the goods more than Rockford, and people from Rockford can catch our train down and do their shopping anyway. So that's fine. But hopefully everything is now bedding in. We've got oil waiting up here. I hope that train actually left the depot. It seems to have. We haven't started making steel yet though. We've got the plastic, we've got the planks going. I would like to get some steel going, but that might have to wait till the next part. I actually don't know how long I've been recording this part for, so this could be a really long episode or a really short episode. I'm not really sure. I didn't start a timer like I normally do. So you still haven't made a delivery yet. So we're still waiting for you to bed in. Now the logs over here have slowed down a bit. I'm assuming because the sawmill over here doesn't know it's got a new customer. What are you waiting for? Waiting for a free path. Okay. Oh, of course, because it used to be one way. We don't actually have a signal down here. I'll just extend the loan a bit and drop a signal down there. So the only problem I can foresee here is the loaded log train getting backed up here, waiting for this plank train to leave, which it can't do because obviously there's a log train blocking the way. So before we finish that, I'm going to double track all the way between these two freight terminals here, just to make sure we don't get any confusion and delayed trains. But then I think I'll wrap things up. I think we'll have done enough for this episode. So if I connect you, are you going to connect? No, you're going to require me to pause and demolish some stuff, aren't you? Yeah, that's going to put the cat among the pigeons. Why are you not connecting? Could you please just be good? Thank you. Thank you. And then I'll put a sort of a temporary set of points in there, and that should fix everything. Yes, good. We can hit play and keep double tracking. So yeah, we want to run some more track down here, please. And this will benefit the passenger trains too, because obviously we've got two passenger trains on this line. It'll benefit them too, because they will have the ability to pass each other. Now, this junction here will need a junction. Do we want to run that just down like that? I don't actually hate that. It probably won't look very good. Or do we want to just bring this second track in like that? We probably want to do that. Let's just hit the old pause button there again, because we'll be getting rid of that. Yes. It just occurred to me we'll need to have a way to get between these two tracks. So may not have thought this all the way through, as I tend to not do. And that's ugly. It would have looked fine the way I had it done before, but I had to make it go and look ugly. Yeah, really, really regretting that decision. Yeah, okay, bye-bye. Yeah, go away. Be done with you. So if we run you around like that, that's a bit better. Then bring you up like that, that's a bit better. And what's going on here? No, that's all good. That's all connected up nicely. So trains coming this way can then go onto the bypass track if they need to. The only way we need to do is, although that's going to be a one-way track. So no, I think everything should actually be fine there. Yeah, I think that actually worked out quite well. So again, I'll hit the pause button here and demolish this track here. That will upset the oil train, which we'll call Oliver. Pretty sure I've already used that name for something else. So yay, points for creativity. We'll throw down another stick there, make it a one-wayer. Hit play, hope everything goes fine. Yes, see, look at that. Look at that. Everything's doing what it's supposed to. Don't you love it when everything works? It's a very rare feeling for me in this game. So we need to keep that one way there. And we need this track on the other side to be bi-directional. So we'll put a signal in there. And that should be fine. We'll put a signal at this end here. I guess we will. But we'll have to make sure we don't make it a one-wayer. So that should be good. That should be gravy. We should be fine. God, I hope we're fine. I really hope we're fine. Wow, you've got a massive load of planks there, buddy. Good for you for trying, I guess. Look, I guess the sawmill's still getting used to the idea that it's got a new customer making the goods, and that plastic train is having trouble lifting its train out of the siding even though it's completely empty. What are you doing? 25 k's now. Yeah, may have to rethink the length of that train. We might want to cut off a few wagons there. That's really not ideal at all. But yeah, that should just about do us for this episode. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry that I've gone back on what we did last episode and completely dismantled it, because I actually like this better. And we have kept some parts of it. We kept the log bit and the plank bit, sort of. Look, as this area down here becomes busier, it keeps the multitude of trains out of this area, so we can limit it to just passenger trains and delivering of freight. So, yeah, really hope this works out. Otherwise, I'm going to look like a bit of a goose for having undone everything we did in the last episode. But, yeah, when it works out, I'll be here saying I told you so. But until that happens, I've been T-Nick. This has been Transport Fever. I want to thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Later days.